What is education? For Aristotle, educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. For Nelson Mandela, education is the most powerful weapon that we can use to change the world. For George Washington, education is the key to unlock the golden door of freedom. Education is so important nowadays, especially higher education, as an educated society leads to a better future. So when society invests in education, there is a more progressive economy, reproduction of inequalities, and well-informed decisions. Education helps society to advance economically through production and income. The human capital theory says that education is an investment for people as it helps them to delay the current gratification and earn more in the long run. Increased productivity is also highly correlated with higher education, and so is the ability to be creative and innovative. For instance, Mode 2 knowledge, or transdisciplinary, intellectual property, and academic capitalism are some concepts that emerge from the knowledge economy and replaces older concepts like autonomy, academic freedom, and academic community. Not only that, but highly educated people are more likely to participate in the labor force, have higher earnings when we compare the group with a bachelor degree versus those with a high school diploma. They also attain higher positions and promotions. They are more financially secure and better at adapting to changes. Furthermore, they have greater control over their schedule and work that they do. So what does this mean for the rest of us? As a result, the percentages of people who are relying on the government for welfare and food stamps will decrease. On the other hand, taxes are inevitably increasing. Is this problematic? Yes, because the whole idea of education was meant to be an equalizer and to create a just and stable society. For instance, Brennan has noted in their study that many Europeans have believed that in pursuing a higher education, equal access and social cohesion will emerge from the society, but the results have shown otherwise. Based on this graph, middle class and upper class people are the only ones who are making it through post-secondary schools, while those from lower socioeconomic backgrounds are at a disadvantage. So what does this mean for them? According to the social reproduction thesis, education just reinforces the inequality and social mobility instead, as it serves in the interests of those in power. Like, for instance, neoliberal capitalism favors privatization, profit, and free market labor. Furthermore, according to BAT, many women people around the world are discriminated against and deprived of their basic rights to education compared to men. For instance, in India, there is this persistent inequality in literacy rates and labor force. It is very important to educate women as it helps them to empower others and help society move forward. For instance, by empowering women with education, there is an increase in the quality of living, the socialization of children, and reducing the birth and death rate. When you invest in women's literacy rate, then the discrepancy between the two sexes decrease. However, only some countries were able to achieve educational equality at all levels. The rest stays at primary level. Thus, education helps empower others. On the bright side, the education system is great at transmitting culture, belief, values, and traditions to the future generations. Not only that, but education also helps people to empower others to be independent and active within society and pursuing lifelong learning. Civic engagement also increases with education. For instance, volunteering to give to charity, to being involved with the community, to being an activist. Higher education in society is also highly correlated with a happier life, better general and mental health, work satisfaction, decision making, and overall greater sense of trust and parenting. Having a skilled population also helps society to address environmental and social problems. Like according to All and Matthews, by getting citizens to do the right things directly and indirectly. Like for instance, buying free trade coffee. There is also a decrease in smoking and in the rates of crime. However, one could argue that crimes have been shifted from blue collar to white collar, but that's for another time. In sum, the role of education in society are many, but mainly important for the development of the economy, social stratification, and making better life choices. As mentioned earlier, the economy improves, then there is a creation of job, greater productivity, and innovation. For social reproduction, there is social inequality and social mobility that recreate this divide between the population. As for a better lifestyle, society is safer, healthier, and people are living longer. Hence, a closing remark by Herbert Spencer: the great aim of education is not knowledge, but an action.